All right, so I'll call our special called meeting today to order. And the first item on our agenda is to consider the first reading of KSBA Board Policy 09.436.
Okay, this is the, we're asking you to consider the reading of policy 09.436. And this is a policy that concerns the use of drug dogs for search at our schools. The only change in this policy, the rest of it has stayed the same. The only really major change is which agencies are allowed, we're asking for you to allow use. And in the past, the wording was that it was a private contract between a private agency. We're now asking for the language change that it would be any agency that meets the qualifications listed in the policy, which would include local law enforcement entities. So that's the major change in the policy.
Any discussion? I need a motion to approve.
Motion doesn't.
I have a motion by Mr. Johar.
Second.
And a second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the policy 09.436, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none, and that was the first reading. We'll go down now to consider the AI contract between the Board of Education and Design Builder A&K for MCHS cafeteria expansion and associated purchase orders.
The next one I've got is award bid for cafeteria expansion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had it highlighted wrong. Sorry. See, I can't see. I can't see. Let me go down to that one. Hold up. Okay. Award bid for cafeteria expansion at the Muhlenberg County High School. Sorry about that, Eric.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going out of order or anything.
No, I'm always out of order.
So
Out of line, out of order. It all goes together.
all right, so we had a bid opening on November 23rd, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have, if Scott, if you have anything you need to jump in on, just please do so on the next three items, but I'll just, so. We had two bids come in. One was for 4.4 million, no, excuse me, 4.1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And that was from Danco Construction out of Evansville, and then one for 3.8 million and from A&K Construction out of Paducah. We are asking that we move forward with the base bid of the 3.8 million from A&K Construction and do not do the alternates.
Eric, the one thing that is on the recommended alternate, that alternate was to keep Train as your consistent HVAC equipment.
Yes.
Even though it was a zero cost, we want to go ahead and make sure we accept that in this agenda item. That way we can ensure the equipment that we get.
Understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is it? Is it the $1 million off from the original?
From the original, no, we're 1.5 was the original thought behind it.
So are we not going with the alternate 2 and alternate 3? So really it's 3.765?
No, it's 3.8 because the gypsum board, it's just an aesthetics thing, and it's the, you know, it's the wood on the back walls.
Okay.
So it's gonna be, I think it'd be one of those things where in the future you look at it and go, why didn't we just do that? And it's gonna be a lot nicer.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the steel guardrails, it's a difference between the aluminum and the steel. And I believe that, correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, but the aluminum looks, it's so much better and it's easier to keep. It doesn't rust, you know, those sorts of things.
Right, and it doesn't have to be field painted. It comes pre-anodized, so it in the grand scheme of things, where construction costs are grossly exaggerated right now, those two alternates really weren't going to make or break the project. So.
And the steel rails, like that's an upkeep thing that you're going to be doing every year if you don't go with the aluminum.
Have we worked with A&K before?
Yes. A&K has done some work there for your district before. I believe they did South Elementary, and they may have done Greenville Elementary. But we work with them all the time. They're highly reputable.
A&K, I've heard of, they do a lot of big commercial institutional projects. I'm okay with doing most of it.
All right, so you're recommending alternate 3?
No, or
1. We're recommending we accept the base bid and alternate 1, but not 2 and 3.
Okay, base bid and alternate 1. All right. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Ms. Wells.
Second.
And I'll have a second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of approving the base bid with alternate 1 for A&K Construction for our MCHS cafeteria expansion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none. All right, now we'll go down to where I tried to go before. To consider the AIA contract between owner Board of Education and design builder A&K for MCHS cafeteria expansion and associated purchase orders.
This is the contract between Muhlenberg County Board of Education and A&K Construction. That has been approved by KDE. Then once we get it approved here, we will submit it. Correct, Scott?
yes.
Okay. And then there's also purchase orders that we will do direct purchasing for to eliminate the sales.
Mhm.
All right, I need a motion to consider the contract. A motion by Mr. Johar,
Second.
second by Ms. Wells.
Oh, it's Mr. Bowers.
Oh, Bowers, sorry. Or tell. Sorry. Second, Mr. Bowers. All in favor of considering the contract with A&K for the MCHS cafeteria expansion and purchase orders, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none. And the last item on the agenda is to approve the revised post-bid BG1 for the MCHS high school kitchen addition project.
All right, thank you again, Chair Rader. Obviously, we had to adjust the BG1, which was at originally 1.5 million. One thing I did do, we originally did it, we put it all in general fund just to expedite the process to get it rolling. This time we did line it out for $750,000 in SDCC dollars that we've been escrowing the last couple of years. I originally had planned on $1 million in general fund, and then the rest, the 2.476 million, we're going to be shifted to ESSER. The only thing I will say is if we find that we can utilize ESSER more, that's the only thing that might be shifted in the future is the $1 million to the ESSER. So otherwise, that's the revisions that we did make, as well as obviously making it more.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of approving the revised post-bid BG1, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none. And I guess that's it. So we'll move down, need a motion to adjourn.
Hey, Chairman Rager, before we get there with Scott on here,
Mhm.
I'd like to ask him, Scott, because I get this question a lot.
Mhm.
When's the first possible reasonable time where we could actually see something being done? Our kids need to see that.
Sure.
Our staff with some decent weather, and projected timeline? I know supply chains and all this are a real big concern now.
Mhm.
So can you talk to that at all right now?
Yeah. Absolutely. And I was anticipating to give you an update on that. We have been in contact with A&K Construction. They are eager to get started. So currently we have a pre-construction meeting scheduled for next Wednesday on the 15th of December. And that will be to get the contractors there so we can get based off of you all approving everything. I know we'll be waiting for KDE's final approval, but we will at least issue the notice of award. And then that way the contractors can start submitting their shop drawings for approval. So I would say that by the time we work through that, they could be in there scratching around as early as first part of February. But we'll just have to see what the supply chains are. Right now, the biggest holdup for all construction that's going on is structural steel, roof insulation, and PVC pipe. That's the biggest lead time items. So the good thing with the purchase orders, we are going to be able to go ahead and move forward with purchasing the insured material. That way, the contractor can store enough of the material that whenever they arrive on site to get started, they won't have to pull off the project so much. So, and the time frame is we've given them a total of 14 months to do new construction plus renovation. So hopefully they can get the timing in to where they're doing a lot of the tear up and renovation over the summer. And because that's the idea, to get the new kitchen up and running so they can expand the cafeteria.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next big exciting thing, our floor looks great. I think they got the banners hung today. My son sent me a picture of those, so he was excited about that for the ball game tomorrow. So excited to see our cafeteria come through. So it's just a waiting process at this point, I guess. So
yeah.
All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. If not, I need a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Scott.
All right. Thank you all very much.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion by Ms. Wells.
Second.
Second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I hear none. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.